Hello student, I am Prachi. In the last lecture, I will discuss the control circuit and the concept of control circuit, also the need of control circuit, and the concept of power circuit and the control circuit. Today, I am going to explain the holding circuit and the some starters. So, what is the holding circuit? The term latch circuit is used for the circuit used to carry out such an operation. It is a self-maintaining circuit in that after being energized, it maintains that state until another input is received. It is called the holding circuit in PLC. This is the holding circuit and this is the M. This is the holding switch and L1 L2 lines. So the first starter is direct online starter. This is the three phase direct online starter. In this there are three phase, that is blue, yellow and red. After this phase the MCB is used, fuse or MCB, that is CB means circuit breaker. So after this we use the contactors, and then the overload protection means overload relay we use, that protect the machine, and then we connect the power wiring to the three phase motor. And in this the magnetizing coil NO and the NC means the NO means normally open and NC means normally close. So the this contactor, there are the contact to keep coil to energized. So in this, if it has fuse contactor and OL protection, that is the overload protection in power circuit, and coil of contactor, start NO and stop NC switches in control circuit. Means in control circuit the start NO and stop NC contacts are available. So this is the about three phase starter, and this is the single phase dual starter. The all components are same, but in this there are the only two lines. Means in this three phase there are three phase, but it is the single phase. So it has a fuse contactor and OL protection in power circuit, and coil of contactor same that like the three phase dual starter. Also the start NO and start and stop NC switches in control circuit. So this is the diagram of single phase direct online starter, dual starter. And the dual starter, in this there are two wiring, that is the power wiring and the control wiring. In the motor, the three phase supply, that is called the power wiring. So these are the diagram of power circuit and the control circuit. First of all the phases, L1 L2 and L3, then the MCB, then main contactor, and after this the thermal overload relay, then the connect the our three phase motor. um, Control wiring is that the control circuit, first of all phase, and then the thermal overload relay, after this stop push button, and then the start push button, and power contact NO. After this A1 and A2 C1 power contactor, and then last the neutral. Start NO and stop NC, and the A1 and A2 are from contactor, A1 from phase and A2 from neutral. um, First we on the MCB, and first of all the MCB is present in that above the thermal overload relay, then the thermal overload relay, and after the stop push button and the start push button. This is the power circuit and control circuit of the three phase dual starter. and this is the dual starter, that is the single phase power wiring and the control wiring. Next is the star delta starter. Starting motor winding connected in start, and when motor is in running condition, motor winding connected in delta. And when continuous on or off the motor, that place means when motor supply is continuous on or off, then that place we use the star delta starter. So this is the power circuit of star delta starter, and this is the control circuit of star delta starter. In the star delta starter, we see the main delta and start. Also the in the control circuit, fuse, contactor, stop start buttons, and like this. This is the ladder logic diagram of star delta starter. It is important for the practicals, so see carefully. In this, start, stop, main contactor, and so on. So this is the power circuit of star delta starter, and this is the ladder logic of star delta starter. Next is stop starter. Uses power electronic devices to start the motor. Voltage applied to the motor is increased gradually. Thus, starting current also increases gradually and motor starts smoothly. In stop starter, we use 3 SCRs, and it is used for the more than 10 HP motor. 3 SCRs, that is the silicon control rectifiers, are used in this. And this is the diagram of stop starter. These are the SCRs, and then the 3-phase induction motor. And transformer and rectifier are also connected, then the microcontroller, and after this thyristor firing circuit. And these are the back to back SCR configuration, start and stop. First of all, fuse, that or circuit breaker or MCB we use, and then the contactor. This is same like that dual starter. And this is the after contactor, the thermal overload relay. This overload relay protect the motor, so we, for this we use the thermal overload relay for protection. This is the picture of a soft starter, and this is the control circuit and power circuit of soft starter. So after this, hoist crane wiring diagram. This is the picture of crane hoist, and this is the power circuit and control circuit of hoist crane wiring diagram. In this, also the same fuse, overload relay, and upper limit switch, NC and NO, same like that. And this is the crane panel control wiring. This is the conveyor system. It is used as sequential control of motors. Conveyor sequence starter interlocking, MCCB contactor, OLR, that is the overload relay, and then the motor. This is also the 3-phase RYB. This is the control transformer. And last is elevator or lift. It has limit switches in addition. This is the elevator internal structure, elevator and shaft, control unit, electric motor, governor, hoist ropes, door opener. This is the picture of elevator or crane. So this is the lift power wiring of lift. In this also the MCB use, then contactor and overload relay also use. Over limit switches, up limit switch, down limit switch, and door limit switches are available or used in this. So this is the lift wiring, and after this the plastic in the extruder. So what is the milling machine? For machining cutting purpose of jobs, forward and reverse operation is need milling machine. And working principle of milling machine, this is the diagram: workpiece, table, spindle or arbor, and the milling cutter. So this is the milling machine can also hold one or more number of cutters at a time. Means at a time, one or more number of cutter at a time. It milling machine can also hold the. This is the milling machine diagram. And converting control circuit to PLC ladder logic. This is very important. The converting control circuit to PLC ladder for practical and also the understanding. And the sensing devices. Sensing devices means what? Motor control circuit depends on sensing devices to determine what conditions are occurring. They act very much like the sense of the body. The brain is control center of the body. It depends on it put information such as sight, touch, smell and hearing to determine what is happening around it. Control systems are very similar in that they depend on such devices as temperature switches, float switches, limit switches, flow switches and so on to know the condition that exists in the circuit. So this is the sensing about sensing devices, and these are the some typical industrial limit switches: NONC float. First of all, float switches, that is NONC, then flow switches, then pressure switches and the temperature switches. These are the some electronic symbol. This also, and this is the PLC system. So today's this is sufficient, and thank you for visit our channel.